We decided to make Tanzania our home foremostly because my wife is Tanzanian. Obviously, over the past 10 years that we've been married, we've been nomadic to some state. So obviously, because of what happened to us in Malaysia, because of the COVID, we had to leave. I had to send my wife back to Tanzania. I had to go back to the UK. And then during that parting, obviously me and my wife was in contact. Babe, let's just stay in Tanzania because your people are there, your family's there. At some point, we both agreed that's the best place. Alhamdulillah. Today is the day that it's going to happen. I'm doing an akika for my two sons, Kareem Michael Howell and Khalid Michael Howell. It's been like arranged for quite a while now. I think once my wife announced that she was pregnant, and we basically said, look, I haven't done the akika for my son Kareem, so if this is a boy, we're going to have to slaughter 4 goats. So now I've got to put my money where my mouth is. And today's the day, alhamdulillah, it's finally come around. We've got guests coming, we've got family members coming, and inshallah, yeah, we're going to get it popping today. This akika that we're having today, yeah, we are probably saying about 50 adults and their children. Even though we've slaughtered 4 goats and there's going to be rice and salad and all that, bits of soup and all that kind of, I'm thinking, well, the amount of people coming, am I going to be able to feed them all? Do you know what I mean? That's the extent to our guest list. People are not going to say they're going to come and not turn up. These people will come. It's nice for my wife because that will be one of the steps that she will take to establish herself amongst the community of Muslims here. So what better way to invite them into our home and say Karibu Sana, which means you're very welcome. No, it wasn't. Don't go back there because you already know. It strengthens the ties. I'm inviting the brothers from the community to come and share with me on the celebration of me having a son, or on this occasion 2 sons. Yeah. My younger son Khalid, he's actually the first Tanzanian of my family to be born in Tanzania. My daughter was born in Egypt and my son was born in Malaysia. So it kind of fit in that we have the akika back in Tanzania. For me personally, I'm a hands-on dad. I like to be there when my son or my daughter comes home and they're waving their exam results and say, look, Dad, this is what I've got and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the only consolation I have is that because we do FaceTime every single day, sometimes twice a day, they can show me over video and all that kind of stuff. So I don't really miss nothing.
Assalamu alaikum family, what's good? It's Pops here at work, just having a lunch break. Thought I'd say yo. The weather's not too bad here actually. It's a bit fresh. We haven't had no rain for the past couple of days, so back on the roof. You want to see what Daddy does for a living while he's away in England. I'm not doing anything now. That's my friend James. James, wave at my children.
In the meantime, because of my wife's family structure, there would have been people that might have come, a sister, an aunt, cousin, that would have just passed through and said, what do you need help with? You know, what do you need? See what I'm saying? And the help would have been there. But there's nothing like the experience of being there. So as a father, that's kind of gut-wrenching. But the payoff is the result. Unfortunately, I have to be away from my family for long periods of time, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, even 6 months at times. But my labour is in enabling my children to go to an internationally recognised private school where their 5-year-olds and above do have to go through a graduation ceremony and multiple exams during that year to find out what grade they will be in for the following year. And alhamdulillah, it's an Islamic school as well, so they have an Islamic curriculum. I've been to the school, I've met the teachers, I met some of the teachers, and I went to my son's graduation and I saw the caliber of students and teachers, head teacher, and what I'm paid for my money. And I'm like, I'm getting all this compared to what I'm paying. It's only a dream that I could get this in the UK.
You probably won't be mad to be there, but you'll get to meet and all, you get to talk and all that. So it's important that you work hard in school, get your degree, become a big businesswoman like mummy.
Alhamdulillah, I have a very, very good wife. I'll come home and I'll say, oh, what's happened here? And she goes, oh, this needed to be done, but we didn't have the money to do it. And I'm like, well, why did you ask for it? And the automatic immediate answer is because I understand how much pressure you have on doing what you're doing. So for me to go and add another pressure on you, I didn't want to do that. My wife is shy to ask, which is a blessing, because she could have been out there blinging it right about now. And I'm out in the cold, in the rain, getting wet. She's out there going, yeah, I'm spending. But alhamdulillah, we don't have that type of relationship.
Yeah, I've got some of these from my personal. You know, it's too late.
Alhamdulillah, the property that I'm on at the moment, we have a large yard and we've just built a poultry house and all this kind of stuff. And I basically call this house my laboratory. My wife and I have an interest in urban farming, where we can utilize the minimum amount of space with the maximum amount of produce. So long term, that's the business that we want to go into. On the short term, we're basically looking at the poultry business to be able to create enough income for me not to be in the UK, so to be permanently here. The next step now would be to save enough money to buy a piece of land or buy a piece of land with a property on it, with the potential of expanding the poultry business so that we can create enough income on a monthly basis that I can continue the lifestyle that they have when I do decide to come here and live permanently.
Get your copy of the Hijra Handbook at book.makehijra.com.